it's all there. Everything that they choose to send down from the SAT. 2 thumbs up, guys. Really cool. You'll see this upcoming in another project, but I have to say the system is working as intended and it's free. No subscriptions, no nothing. Cheers, good luck in all your electronics ventures. Make sure that you click a thumbs up if you like this video. Hopefully this helps someone get some content out there on these satellite receivers. They're not well known. Check out the outer net, guys. Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back. This will be an update on my Learjet flight simulator. Hey guys, welcome back. Glad you could join me today. For those of you new to the channel, my name's Eric. This is my Learjet flight simulator. For those of you who follow my channel, you've maybe seen some updates on this, and if you go way back, there's some really shaky build videos, but they cover the build of this from the ground up. I started in about 2007, and this is my flight sim. We have it, this is the first time I've fired it up in a while. It washes out on those main monitors, but we're just queued up on the ramp, sitting in Cuba, queued up for a flight to Miami. And I won't be recording the flight tonight. I'll try and do a full flight for you in the near future, but I thought I'd just give you a quick update and give you a little tour around the cockpit. In the console area, this is where it deviates from anything scale. What I have is the SciTech autopilot system, a space where I'm putting in a start panel. Actually, it'll go where the other SciTech panel is. Those are just used because the FGC isn't installed yet, although I do have one for it. So, also in the console, we have some monitors. Let's see if I can get a shot of those. So on this monitor, I have the Avlosoft electronic flight bag. It's an awesome program, guys. I really love it. It has a nice little kind of mini FGC for in-flight. And over here, I finally have working my Rex weather avoidance system. This is what Real Environment Extreme, which injects and monitors my weather, allows me to see everything. I do have some other things on this console PC. This is a standalone PC. Actually, we can cover the PCs real quick in case you're interested. Up here on the main instrument panel, these 2 displays and these 2 displays are on a single Xeon server down there. And everything here is on another PC. And then FSX, Flight Simulator X, up here is running on an i7 quad-core running at 4.9 gig. Heavy overclock on it, but it rocks out. It does pretty good. I just have the SciTech throttle quadrant with some 3D printed handles I made. Yeah, it's nothing scale. I don't have the real throttle quadrant, although I'm thinking about getting one. One more panel there, not interfaced. Lots of these panels still missing their caps. These panels still missing completely, but there's all kinds of build videos I made on this. This is my pressurization panel run with an Arduino. It works perfectly, just love it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Over here is the electrical panel. This is anti-ice lighting, the gear, and aux hydraulics and nose gear steering. All of this is fully interfaced. All these knobs, encoders, the MFDs, everything work. We can toggle through and look at the systems or the multifunction display. Up in the top, there's the EFIS panels. These are how you kind of control what we see on our primary flight displays, how you can switch between your nav modes. A lot of guys will be familiar with the EFIS panels who get into the flight sim. DU reversion, so we can revert the display units and swap them if we want to fly from the other side. That's pretty cool stuff. Works really, really well. Really happy with it. And we'll maybe go over to the primary flight displays and show you a couple things. So I'm not going to be able to show this real good, but this is our primary flight display with our altitude and our speed. Compass HSI, we can toggle that between modes. Vertical speed indication, artificial horizon. And over here is the ICAS. This gives us all of the information about the plane, the engines, and anything important going on, any important messages we need to deal with. And we can toggle through and look at all the other systems on board as well. Works pretty good, pretty happy with it. And over next to it is the RMUs, the radio management units, and they are all fully interfaced, fully functional as well. That's how we control our radios, primary and secondary. As well as our nav radios, nav 1, nav 2. TCAS is also controlled from here, which shows up over here, so we can adjust the TCAS range, and it works pretty good. Pretty handy to see what you're about to crash into. Yeah, that's about it, guys. All of our kind of dummy lights and our backup gauges up here, and they're all fully functional as well. So next video, if you guys want, I'll maybe get this thing up for a small flight, show you from start to finish and start up. We'll fire up the engines, take it for a rip, and yeah, we'll do a quick hop. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoy videos like this, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button down below, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, share this video. It really helps me, guys, when these videos get shared out. Really appreciate you guys watching, and good luck with all your projects. Hey guys, welcome back to the MKME Lab. If you watch my live shows, you probably noticed this week that we didn't have one. What ended up happening is I went to reboot my PC an hour before the show, and it completely failed to start up. It would post and I would get errors with the drive, and this just got worse from there. It didn't work out very well at all. I ended up having to cancel the show. Afterwards, I did some diagnostics and looked into it, ended up swapping to another PC, and I thought we'd do a quick post-mortem on that particular PC and see if we can maybe fix it or see what's wrong. Let's take it down to the workshop and have a look. So we've got this on the bench. I've already stripped out the drives because I've already installed them in my new PC, which was robbed from my flight simulator. For the astute among you, you might have even spotted the problem already, but we're gonna go ahead and take a quick look at this. I've already ruled out the basics, the power supply, everything was okay. It did boot, but it just wouldn't do anything with the drive. So we know we have a motherboard problem at that stage, and I've already checked the drives and they work. I think I'll go ahead and get this out of here so we can take a closer look. So with the motherboard out on the bench, it's a little easier to work with. I have no excuse for how much dust is in this thing. It was way overdue for cleaning, but that didn't really overly contribute to the failure here. I knew it's not the CPU or the cooling there, despite how bad it is, but if we have a look around the board, generally you just want to I gave it the sniff test and I couldn't smell anything obviously burnt, but I can see some failure points here already. I'll see if I can zoom in on them a little better here. In looking around the board, you want to have a close look at your caps, particularly these electrolytic caps here. These ones, not too bad, no major issues there. If we go up and around, we can start to see that there. That is a bulged cap. Getting a better angle on it here, you can see the top is clearly bulged. We don't even need to measure that and we know it's defective. Going further up the board, there's another one. Same issue as before, completely bulged out. That electrolytic cap is toast. If we move around to the power side of the board, same deal again. Toast, toast. That is likely the only fault with this board. If a person was so inclined, they could go and take an ESR meter, I have one here, and measure them and prove they're defective, but they're bulged out, they're toast. This is the same in most computer electronics, consumer electronics of any form that stays online a lot, stays powered up. These things dry out over time. Like LCD monitors and TVs, these are number one culprit. We could go ahead and change these, but this board is so old, it is simply not worth it in my mind. I'm half tempted to give it a try, but I don't think we'll bother on the channel. It's just simply not worth it. But at least we know the root cause of why this failed, and it actually did give me some hints when it did the post. Initially, after the immediate failure on reboot, I noticed the CMOS had reset. That was my first indicator that I had a mainboard problem. If I would have turned the lights on and removed some of the wiring, I would have spotted these bulged caps right away. That is pretty much all there is to it. Definitely not worth repairing in this case. I think we'll just write this one off and continue with the new one, but at least I have root cause of the failure. Well guys, that's the failure mode for almost all consumer electronics nowadays. Over time, as they're powered up and functioning and warm, the caps do dry out. I thought you guys might be interested in seeing what actually failed. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember, click a thumbs up down below. Check out my Patreon campaign and support this channel directly if you so choose. See you next week. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll try and grab some audio from the Sierra Oscar 50 satellite with just a cheap handy talkie. Hey guys, welcome back. Glad you could join me today. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Eric. Today we're going to go out and see if we can catch the SO50 satellite with just a cheap handy talkie. You can also do this with a scanner or even cheaper versions of these HTs. Basically, for those not aware, there's low Earth orbit satellites going over all the time. Some are audio equipped for ham radio, and the one we're going to catch today is the Sierra Oscar 50. What I did is I captured 3 passes of this with my Baofeng UV5R. You'll see in the video that I just manually correct for Doppler, and I'm just using a Nagoya antenna. This is just a standard antenna. It's not real good for satellite work, but I think you'll be impressed at the results that we achieved. Enjoy the video.
Alpha 3, Alpha Sierra Echo. What was that call? V6ITV. India Tango Victor. Yeah. PFG from KO4MA. KO4MA, W5 PFG, Echo Mike 21, thanks so much. Roger, AM21, Echo Lima 88, portable, everything sounds fine. Sounds great, good enough for a trip. Here, Alpha 3, Alpha Sierra Echo handheld. Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Sierra Echo, this is Whiskey 5, Papa, Foxtrot, Golf. QSL, we're in Echo Mike 21, EM21 in Texas. AB1 PVH, KO4MA portable, EL88, good to hear you. 59, Fox number 42. Alpha 3, Alpha Sierra Echo, or mail it. Working good. Hope it does a good job. 7-3. KV1 PVH, W5 PFG. W5 PFG, KV1 PVH. Nice to hear you on a real radio. November 5, Charlie Bravo, Florida. Whiskey November 9 November, Whiskey 5, Charlie Bravo, Florida. Sierra, W19M 59. Echo November 55, over. Echo November 65, copy Echo Mike 21 from Whiskey 5, Charlie Bravo, Florida. 23. N0JE from November 4, UFO. N0JE, this is November 4, UFO. One more time, November 0, Juliet Echo from November 4, Uniform Fox Oscar. For UFO, 55, Charlie Bravo, Florida. Good evening, Kevin. Well, at least somebody's hearing me. Good evening, Hector. W5CBF in for UFO. Okay, QSL, Echo Mike 21, thank you. Roger, Roger, Echo Mary 95. Who is the station in Echo November 65 from November X-ray 9 Bravo?
1 Alpha Whiskey Charlie, echoing 9 Ladder on handheld.
Whiskey Papa 4, November Yankee. Whiskey Papa 4, November Yankee Yankee. Whiskey 5, Charlie Bravo, Florida.
Whiskey 5 Charlie Bravo again.
Hi, Charlie Bravo, Foxtrot. Whiskey 5, Charlie Bravo, Florida. Echo Mike 21.
Okay, Whiskey 5 Charlie Bravo, Florida. Whiskey Papa 4, November Yankee.
QRZ, KA3LPB, 5 watts handheld. Whiskey 6, Golf 5 Tango.
1 handheld, got a copy on.
QRZ, KA3LPB, 5 watts handheld, FM 00, over. 3LPD, Whiskey 6, Golf 5 Tango. Golf Mike Tango, the call is KA3LP Boston. We're FN 00, we're outside 15 degrees, 5 inches of snow, 5 watts with a handheld antenna, over. KA3LPB, Whiskey 6, Golf 5 Tango, Echo LT 37, Northern Minnesota. Copy that. Very beautiful signal from Minnesota tonight. Good evening and 7-3. Good luck. KA3LPB, Kilo Golf 7 Echo. Kilo 4 Yankee Golf Yankee from November X-ray 9 Bravo. November X-ray 9 Bravo.
Guys, that was the passes of the Sierra Oscar 50 satellite. We got copies from all over North America. Really good, clear voice in some cases. Good conversation, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to click the thumbs up down below if you like these type of videos. Remember to subscribe for more amateur radio videos. It's free. You'll get notified of any of my uploads, and I hope you enjoy the future videos. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back. Really quick mailbag for you today. Got a little bit of a package from Atmel in the mail. This is because I won 4th place in the Hackaday 2015 prize. They interviewed me, and then they were nice enough to send me this awesome little care package. Congratulations to being a finalist. This was actually sent before I actually won. First out of the bag, Atmel Smart tote bag. Pretty cool. What is this? A USB light. Atmel branded. Well, I'll let Casey Neistat go with the box, because we didn't pay for it. We're not sending it back. Let's try this. There we go. Yeah, I didn't even change the exposure settings of the camera at all, so it doesn't do anything other than light up the logo. Maybe in total darkness it might be a little better. Cool. In this package, USB stick. Can't go wrong with those. Can't have too many USB sticks kicking around. We'll put it to good use. T-shirt, AVR freaks. Really cool. It's actually a high quality t-shirt. Another box. Let me get into it. There we go. Oh, really cool. This is a USB power stick. No specs on it. I'll have to look into this and see what kind of specs we got on the power on this, but car charger, whole bunch of different, that's for the iPad it looks like, and standard USB, kind of a spider of sorts, and 110 volt power. Can't go wrong with that. Can't have too many of these, and hopefully it has a high power rating. Again, no power rating on it. Don't know what it'll put out. I'll probably put out at least half an amp, probably maybe closer to an amp, who knows? Depends on the quality they paid for. One last thing, a notebook of sorts. Can't go wrong with having I use a lot of notebooks, notepads in my projects, just scratch pads, so I can actually use this. Thank you, Atmel, for sending me all this awesome swag. Really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting me in the Hackaday prize. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Good luck with all your electronics projects out there. Can't wait to see you next week. Throw a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Cheers.
You're not. You're a good reviewer. Thank you. Oh, you got.
Hey guys, welcome back to the MKME Lab. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Eric. Some time ago, Inventables reached out to me and asked if I'd do a video on their CNC milling/carving machine. I accepted, and today's video will be a first look at the packages as they arrive to me, and hopefully this will be of assistance to people who are maybe looking at purchasing the X-Carve or people who have just purchased it themselves. At the end of the video, we'll go over some of the best video coverage I found on the internet to help those that are looking at the X-Carve. Let's go take a look and see what we got. So down in the basement with the helper dog Riggs here, we'll have a quick look and see what we got in these packages. This thing is monstrous. Huge, huge wasteboard package behind me. I don't even know how we're going to spread this out and get a decent look at it, but we'll do our best. With any luck, we can get into this thing. How do we get into it, Riggs? I should add, none of these packages came with any damage on the outside of them. I was quite surprised, actually. This is extremely well packaged. All the rails bundled together really, really nicely. Can't fault that. Not a single mark in them. Again, bubble wrap extremely thick. Don't think we're gonna have any problems inside. What do we got in this one? A bunch of bits, some milling bits, PCB milling bits, more milling bits, and a bunch of samples for PCB themselves, actual copper clad. Very cool. Have a look in this one. Again, extremely well packaged. Sometimes the packaging can say a lot about a product that you're getting. Oh yeah, the good stuff. In here, what do we got? Letter from Zach Kaplan, the founder of Inventables. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Zach. We've got a material bundle. Let's see what's in it. Some different materials for milling. That looks like some type of acrylic. Very cool. That's a bamboo type material. And black on white HDPE. Very cool. That should do the job. Should get us going. In here, I don't think I'm going to go heavily in depth. All the other videos online have already done this. Clamp set, all the wiring, everything really, really modular, well labeled. More end mill starter sets. The Acme lead screw, very, very cool. Power supply, core components, and behind me is the massive wasteboard. I'll get a shot of it. I think we're in good shape, and I'm going to switch this up here, guys. I'm gonna move. Enough unboxing, let's go do something kind of cool. Back upstairs, these will be the top 6 tips, tricks, and advice I can give on the X-Carve at this point in time. First step will always be go to the Inventable site. They have an incredible assembly instruction and video coverage and great pictures of how to assemble your X-Carve, what's involved, the parts layouts. I have to say it's quite incredible what they've done. One of the most comprehensive installation and instruction manuals I've seen online. Number 2 will be the video from Shop Built. I simply loved this. It's 7 minutes. It goes over some of the tips and advice and things that they've run into in the build. Great cinematography, awesome video. It's a must watch if you're looking at the X-Carve. I'll post all the links to these in the description below. Next up, Richard Morley's video on the X-Carve. Simply incredible. Good tips and tricks and some things to watch out for, some snags. Well done. It's a must watch. Next up, April's video on her X-Carve. This is a great perspective for those who may be not super technically savvy. She admits up front that this is kind of a new adventure for her and goes over some of the tips, tricks, snags, problems, and pluses of the X-Carve. Well done, awesome video. Next, you simply have to watch Steve Carmichael's video. This is a great example of a start to finish project with the X-Carve, making a guitar and all the steps thereof. I learned a ton from this, and you get to see the X-Carve in action and some of the important points of actually using it and what it's capable of, as well as some mods he's done. It's just well done, super cool video, a must watch. And finally, Barnacules Nerdgasm, a full assembly start to finish on his X-Carve and everything they ran into thereabouts. Tons of people watch Barnacules, including myself. He has an interesting style of videos, and it's really neat to see his perspective of how this went together, especially with someone who had already done one of these before and has experience with these components. Really well done, a must watch. It's a 28-minute video, totally comprehensive. I think it'll help anyone. That is my tips so far. I will do upcoming videos on the further assembly of my X-Carve. Once I can get my workshop in order, I'll be in a lot better shape. Unfortunately, I have no heat in there and it is winter here. So my hope is this video will help those out there, and this is my little contribution. Tons of assembly videos already out there. I don't think I'll do the same type of format, maybe something more like this video. If you like this video, please consider a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what your interest in the X-Carve is, whether you're buying one, looking at them, already have one. Let me know how you found this video. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for another mailbag. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. Today we have another mailbag. A bunch of electronics goodies showed up. Let's have a look. Well, let's just pick one and get going here, guys. See what we've got. I have no idea what's in most of these, but we'll see. It's been a long time since I've done a mailbag. This one's pretty straightforward, guys. A whole bunch of jumper leads. In case you didn't already know, I order most of this stuff from eBay, and it's dirt cheap, pretty simple stuff. These are just a bunch of jumpers for breadboard work. Gonna enjoy using these. Next up, we have another envelope. What have we got? See if we can get a better angle here. We have got some Arduinos. I don't think I need to even bother taking these out. These are the Arduino Nano. Nothing special here. I order them usually 3 to 5 at a time. Looks like we got 3 this time. Check out my eBay video on how to buy electronics on eBay, and you can get pricing for some of these items. Next up, another envelope. Let's see what we've got. Packaged really well. Most of this overseas stuff comes packaged extremely well. I've yet to have any problem with anything damaged on arrival. Really impressive, actually. This one is almost childproof to get into. So these ones, I think I know what's in here. This, I believe, should be an ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. And it sure is. This is the 8266 Wi-Fi module. Not breadboard friendly. It's kind of a weakness on these. I can't wait till somebody makes a better one that's breadboard friendly, but we're going to use these as 2.4 gig Wi-Fi modules for some upcoming projects. Next up, another envelope. This one's a little heavier. Not sure what's in this one. It's pretty dense and, again, extremely well packaged. Let me try and get in here without damaging whatever's inside. Ah, perfect. I was hoping this is what this was. We have a whole bunch of headers. What I have is I have a ton of male headers, but what I don't have is much for female ones. With any luck, these should be female headers. And extremely well packaged. Jesus. I am just... There we go. This is what we get when we get in there. Standard header pins. Should be pretty handy to have the female side of the headers. I have lots of males, but these should work pretty good. We've got some diodes. These are, I forget what I actually ordered them for. I'm pretty sure I ordered these for some protection diodes, but I'll check that out. Just checked real quick. These are the 25, a lot of 25 of the 1N4148 fast switching diodes. So these are extremely high speed diodes. Then I can use these in some of the data line applications to isolate between, on the Arduino satellite, if I want to share the transmitter between two Arduinos, I'm going to need something to keep from backfeeding between each other, and these should do the job. This one I don't think came from eBay. This one, I think I know who sent it, because there's only a few people that have my address. I'm pretty sure this was a gift. It was. This was a gift from one of my subscribers, and I'm pretty sure I know who sent this, but I thank you. This is the 433 megahertz transmitter and receiver modules. I have a few of these already, but now I have a couple of more, and they should be pretty handy for the Arduino satellite and various other projects. Pretty excited. Really thank you for sending these to me. Much appreciated. Next up, another bigger envelope. Got, pretty sure I know by the feel what these are. Again, extremely well. Well, these ones are a little easier to come out. There we go. We have some fairly large breadboards. These are the extended breadboards. I was running a little low on these. Really like using these for my larger projects, so I got 4 of them. Right out of eBay China, pretty cheap, pretty good deal, and yeah, we'll have a good time with those. One last one here, guys. Let's have a look. See what we've got. No idea what this one is. We've got a different style of header. I remember ordering these. These ones we have. These are the round pin style of the female headers, so these ones will be handy for your ICs and such. I didn't have any, so I got a big lot of them. Pretty cheap, right out of China. This, I don't remember what these are, because I'm not sure that I ordered them from the same supplier. These are indeed a 5 volt to 3.3 volt step down regulator. Pretty handy. Pretty happy about that. Pretty basic regulator setup, nothing too fancy, and that should be just perfect. So that's it for today, guys. That's our mailbag. Lots of goodies to use in upcoming projects. Good luck in all your electronics ventures. Remember to click the thumbs up down below if you like this video, and we'll talk to you soon.
Cleared the approach for 6 left, west jet 2767.
Air Canada 738, slow further to 170 knots. 7906, descend 5000, speed 190 knots.
Hey guys, welcome back. I promised you a flight sim video, and this is the third try of this video, so we're going to try and get it right this time. Guys, I'm not going to follow the checklist tonight. We are just going to do an expedited startup, and we're going to see if we can get this Learjet out of here. So let's fire it up, see what we got. Left and right battery are on. Left and right avionics masters are on. Left and right non-essentials should be off. Let's make sure we got some parking brake. We've got some parking brake. Let's throw our beacon light on. Left and right pitot heat are good. A whole bunch of other stuff is good. Let's go back to the checklist just for a second before we give up on it entirely, because it's always a good idea. Even if we do a hybridized version. APU master is not on. External power is disconnected. Left and right crew lights are set. Left and right audio panels are set, guys. Left and right rudder pedals are good. Disconnect handle is good. Flight controls are good. Lights test I've already done. I already took the liberty of programming in our route here, guys. We're gonna head off to Charlie Yankee X-ray uniform, and with any luck that should be programmed in, which it's not, so we're going to take 2 seconds and just activate that. Alright, we have an activated flight plan. You guys can't see it down below. I have the Avlasoft electronic flight bag down below. As well, I have the iPad here following along. This is where we're sitting right now. With any luck, you can see that maybe. Hopefully the cameras are still rolling. I know I have almost nothing for battery left in one of them. Starting engines, cabin door is closed, beacon strobe is already on, parking brake is set, thrust levers at idle, engine start. Let's go, guys. With any luck, I'm gonna inhibit the master caution and master warn for the moment here, guys. Once we get this fired up and on the generator, we can start doing some ice. We're gonna do away with the checklist and cheat like hell from this point on, because this is the third take of this video and I really don't have the time to try and do a fourth. We've got to get this thing in the air. Good start on the left, no problem. Temperature's coming up. Guys, we're good. Let's have a look. We are, yep, good light off on the right. We're good. We got 1,345 pounds in each wing tank and 2 good engines. We are rocking. All right. Let's go back to our flight controls. Let's tune this in. We need a little bit more nose up to get rid of this takeoff trim, and we are good. Left and right pitot heat are on. We got strobes are on. Wing stab, left and right nacelle not required at this point. We can go ahead and fire up the rest of the lighting, and we'll put our taxi lights and the no smoking seatbelt lights. I've tuned in our secondary nav on our radio. I think we're in good shape here, guys. I think we can, let's do a pushback and get the hell out of here. Do a small pushback. Parking brake is released. You can give it some flaps. And that is enough pushback. Throw a parking brake on. Looking promising. Let's throw the flight director on here now. And we are in good shape, guys. We're dialed in. Definitely not the most professional of checklists. Left and right non-essentials. We can get rid of those. And we're in good shape. Alrighty guys, let's taxi out. Let's go. Parking brake is off. While we're taxiing out, I'll set up the autopilot and we'll do we'll set it up for a little bit of a cruise to the London airport. We don't need to do the heading. Set the altitude. This is the beauty of being a lone pilot in a jet. You've really got to multitask here, guys. Yeah, and that's what happens. You taxi like a drunk. So we'll just slow this down. We'll set up the rest of the autopilot when we get close to the runway. It's a little bit worse once we're videotaping to get this right. We've got a little bit of cold fronts brewing out here, as well as a lot of winter. It's not exactly the nicest weather. We're going to take off with a crosswind here, guys. Actually, we're going to take off with a bit of a tailwind, but...
On runway 700 remaining.
We got 700 meters, guys. Don't do this in your jet. Normally I'd taxi down, but we're not gonna today. We are going to fire this up. We're gonna go ahead just a little bit and get the auto spoilers to arm. Got the auto spoilers armed. We are good. We can throw on landing lights and let's get the autopilot dialed in a little bit better. Let's shoot for 21,000 feet. Indicated airspeed of, let's shoot for, let's set it around 250 knots for now. Let's stay a little under the speed limit, so let's go 240. Heading, we want a rejected takeoff and return back. Let's dial in the runway heading. We are good, guys. We've got no traffic in the area. Let's go.
Caution, short runway.
And it's going to be grumpy, but we're fine. Lots of room.
90, 100, V1, rotate, 10, gear up.
Can you tell I've done it off this runway before, guys? Pretty used to that one. It is a little short, but with our fuel loading, we are absolutely fine. So we're going to climb out. The good thing about the Learjet, it is a rocket with wings. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a little loud in here. We can take it up a notch here because we're going to run into some turbulence. And we're climbing at 6,600 feet a minute, 180 knots. So we're going to shallow that up just a little bit. We're going to turn off and head off on course here, guys. With any luck, we'll be in good shape. We're going to back this down so we don't hurt anything. Don't need quite that much power now. Not trying to win a race here or anything. The good thing about having a flight sim is you can goof around, guys. This is pretty goofy. I normally don't fly like this, but to be honest, I was getting a little frustrated with 3 takes of the video and nothing worked out right. So we're almost heading off on course here now. I haven't got the course dialed in on the iPad, but you can see we are cruising along. We're going to overshoot our course just a little bit here, but we're going to line right up on it because we want to line up for the 2-dar approach. And in all honesty, we can back this down. And now we can go like a bat out of hell. Over 10,000 feet, we can go as fast as we want. The Lear is built for wide open or idle. There is very little middle ground with a Learjet. So in all honesty, we could crank it up, but our distance is so short. At 25 miles, we're going to be heading back down here, guys. So far, so good. We can actually throw on, we're dialed in, we can throw on the autopilot. Actually, let's just see where we're at here. Yeah, we can throw on the autopilot and nav, and one thing we didn't have on was the yaw damper. You'll see the autopilot starting to guide us over onto course here. You can see our deviation from course here. We're not that far off. We're in pretty good shape. We can dial up the speed quite a little bit from where we are. guys, that is about it. This is my Learjet cockpit. Pretty straightforward. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really wish I could have done a better job on this video, but I'll try and do another one in the future, guys. Hope you can even hear me. It is a little loud in here. I'm going to cut the video off here. I'm going to see if I can land this. I will not have enough camera battery to record the rest, so this is where I leave you guys. Really hope you enjoyed this. Good luck in all your electronics ventures. If you feel so inclined, build a Learjet. It's a lot of fun. Something neat to do. Good luck, guys. See you next video.
Air Canada 738, slow further to 170 knots.
Slow to 170 knots, Air Canada 738.
Got 7906, descend 5,000, speed 190 knots.
190 on the street down to 5,000, 7906.
Roger, bed ready to descend, please. Thanks.
Air Canada 961, descend 3,000.
Descend to 3,000, Air Canada 961.
Roger.
Hey guys, welcome back to the MKME Lab. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Eric. Today we'll take a step back to basics and cover relays. This is a question that comes up a lot on the channel because there seems to be a lot of mystery behind how relays work and how we can use them with our Arduino and Raspberry Pi projects. There is not much to them. There's no need for mystery. Let's take a look. This is the form factor we'll find commonly now marketed towards electronics projects. 4 good quality relays in most cases with LED indication of operation and power. Inside the relay there is not much to it. We have 2 coil terminals leading to just a coil of wire, usually with a ferrous core, and it affects this hinged armature. In this case it's drawn energized, and this armature will come down and make contact with the normally open contact. This joins normally open to common. When we remove our low current supply to this, the armature will move up and we will have a circuit from our normally close to our common. That is really all there is to the inside. There's a couple more components in some cases and we'll go over those in a moment. Let's take this down to the bench and show it in practical use. Down on the bench here, we've got a basic relay setup. We've just got one relay hooked to the Arduino via the trigger pin, a positive on our coil, a negative, and our VCC for the relay. There is not much to this setup. We've hooked it to digital pin 13 for the positive side of our coil. That way you can use the blink sketch to recreate this. I'll put the code for this down below in case you want the more extravagant code, but ground to the Arduino to the coil, we have 110 volt. This is mains 110 running 110 volt light. Don't do this unless you're comfortable working around 110 volt AC. But you can do this for any DC load, etc. no problem. So our 110 and our neutral, nothing to it. The reason I have some extra wires here is I've gone ahead and I've done an OLED display to show the output of the relay at all times. We'll go ahead and fire it up. So without the 110 hooked up, we've got our relay toggling just from digital pin 13 with the blink sketch and some OLED code. That's it. We are able to control any output across that relay now, and we'll go ahead and hook up our light. Remember, if you're working around 110, be safe, guys. There we go. Our 110 volt light hooked up, just switching the hot side